I'll just get out of. Jim Carrey called me up last week. I talked to him for 5.5 hours. He's like begging me to like get a deal with Q. That's it. You're gonna die. If you ate, you're gonna die. You can't get over that. That's a death sentence.
Happening in our world right now because there is a lot of news that actually is relevant. That's not that
Here's
uplifting.
the thing. It's not our world.
None
That's
of this
the
is
key.
real.
Nope.
So you're just passing
We don't
through.
matter. We don't matter.
Oh wow.
There's the good.
The person okayed it. I would a human. If you were at a very fancy restaurant and they were like a tiny piece of human meat.
No. I think the only way
You wouldn't try a tiny bite?
No.
Really?
Acting and looking very different. Did the Illuminati finally get their loudest whistleblower and clone him, thus silencing him? This is like 2 conspiracy theories in one, so here's everything you need to know.
Did the industry just clone Jim Carrey girl? So after all these years of Jim exposing the industry for their demonic ways, he disappeared and randomly appeared again amidst the Epstein saga, looking like a completely different person. Not only does he look visibly different, has different eye color, but he sounds different too. And he is now backtracking on everything he revealed earlier. Mind you, he has been brought up a lot by people since this Epstein mess started. So the fact that he conveniently pops out again after years just to go back on everything he said earlier definitely says a lot. And guess who is already exposing receipts of this new Jim Carrey being a clone? Kanye West. Now, in case you're somehow out of the loop on what's going on with Jim Carrey, speculations about him being cloned have exploded following his appearance at the 51st César Awards in Paris a few days ago. People were shocked to see his new look because it's nothing like the Jim Carrey we all know. All the way from the color of his hair to his face, everything is weirdly different. Almost like someone tried to make a replica of him and didn't get his features quite right. Now conspiracy theorists are saying that original Jim Carrey was replaced, and that's why he has been off the scene for so long. Mind you, in those Epstein emails that were released, there was this one email talking about cloning people. In fact, another email said that Biden died a long time and the current Biden is just his replacement. I know, just wild. People are saying that all this time that Jim was away, he got swapped out with a clone. Now, I'm not going to lie. Some years ago, if you were to tell me about these wild Hollywood conspiracy theories, I would have called you crazy and paid you no mind. But baby, after these Epstein files practically confirmed every conspiracy theory to be true, you really cannot just discard these things. Hell, even Jim Carrey tried to tell us what they were doing and he was called crazy too, only for everything he said to come true. And right when that happened, this second-hand version of him pops out. Let's be so for real. So people now think that Jim Carrey has been replaced with a clone after seeing this interview. Favorite funny face is the one I'm wearing right now. The face you're wearing right now. What do you mean by that? Now that's just one clip from this 2-minute interview. But I will say, when you watch it with the idea of he's been replaced, there are moments in it where you're like, what do you mean by that? I'm dead. And here's the thing. He's in Paris receiving this honorary Caesar Award for basically his entire career and his impact on comedy and film. He's being honored for 50+ years of his life. You could tell he's emotional. He's talking about his dad. It's sentimental, but we've never seen him like this, or at least I haven't. Anytime I've seen a clip of him, an interview, a movie, he's always like off the wall, this wacky personality. So you see him in this like sedated, calm manner and you're like, that's not Jim Carrey. And I don't believe in the clone conspiracies. But even when I'm watching this interview, I'm like, did this dude get lobotomized? Like, why is he so sedated right now? So while I say that I don't believe in the clone conspiracies, I'm not going to say that something isn't up with Jim Carrey because crazier things have been proven right. Now the thing is, the industry has been trying to silence Jim ever since he made those allegations about the Illuminati. I mean, we all remember that one Jimmy Kimmel interview he did in which he literally exposed Jimmy for being part of the Illuminati. Jimmy was fighting for his life, trying to act all confused, but Jim wasn't letting up on him. What is that? Is that a gang sign? Have you like you don't know what it is? You don't know what that is. I have no idea, you don't know. Jimmy Fallon doesn't know, David Letterman doesn't know, we don't know, all the comics and show business don't know what this is. Right, yeah, what is it? Come on, Jimmy, seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I am here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati and you're a part of it, and it is the all-mocking tongue. I like it. For years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that. Make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on. You know, they get out there in the woods in a circle naked and they decide these things and you know, and look at him. Look at him trying to. Jim Carr's girlfriend died not long after he made those remarks. Oh, and if you thought this was bad, wait till you hear what he said during his 2018 acceptance speech at the BAFTA Awards. Jim already showed us signs that he was crazy, but this right here was a whole discovery. When he got on the stage to accept his award, he blatantly accused everyone in the room of munching on you know what for ritualistic sacrifices. Now of course everyone called him crazy, and the media outlets also run with that narrative. But looking back now, he wasn't crazy. Everything he said was exactly how it is, and the Epstein files proved it. Kidnapping children is not what great nations do. We in America are misinformed. Reality shows have warped our idea of what a hero is or what the truth is. And regarding why people allegedly get cloned, well, it's because they are easier to control. From Jamie Foxx to Gucci Mane to Britney Spears, there have been talks about how all of them were replaced by doubles. And this is exactly why a lot of people, including Kanye West, believe he was cloned. The only people they ever do this to are people who speak out. And that isn't a coincidence. In fact, Kanye was even almost a victim of cloning at one point. And the reason he was able to save himself was that he exposed the person who was going to be facilitating before they even had the chance to get him. He posted this threatening message he received from Harley Pasnak that said, "I'm going to help you in one of a couple ways. First, you and I sit down and have a loving and open conversation. But you don't use curse words, and everything that is discussed is based on fact and not some crazy stuff that a dumb friend of yours told you or you saw in a tweet. Second option, I have you institutionalized again where they medicate the crap out of you and you go back to zombie land forever. Play date with the just won't be the same." And notice how he said he would throw Kanye into an institution again. That's because back in 2016, Kanye got arrested and thrown into a mental hospital for evaluation without even agreeing to it. And guess where the arrest went down? Harley Pasnak's house. Just like they did to Jim. They could have easily put him in another facility again and cloned him, but since he exposed it, that would have been a bad idea because everyone would know. Anyway, going back to the things Jim exposed about the industry, it all got brought up again once the clone allegations began going around. And people have been digging deeper to see the connection between the things he said and some of the stuff that has been exposed recently. And baby, all I have to say is the receipts never lie. The first was this disturbing video that went viral of the now missing model Gabriela Rico. She was speaking Spanish in the video, but it has since been translated to English. And the things she said were disturbing to say the least. She was literally beside herself, crying and going off about how she saw celebrities literally consuming at a Hollywood party she attended. Judging from the video, she managed to escape the party and run out to get help, but absolutely no one was taking her seriously. Interestingly enough, right after this came out, she disappeared. Mind you, the video came out in 2009 and she's still missing to this day. So they make a hole in and they tie string around and then they put all around the body, but they're naked and they got this tattoo on the private with like little piercings. Okay, not like earrings but like little gold piercings around the private. Yeah, and they all dance around with skulls on in the church though. Okay, so they have skulls like the teachers and the staff. They got 20 skulls each. And how do you know they've got 20 each? Yes, because I counted once. Oh, and let's not